regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, what it do? Welcome back. This is a midday All the Gold podcast, NXT Stand and Deliver review. We're your hosts. I'm Derek J. That's
cool. Hey, y'all, episode 38, NXT Stand Deliver review. Today is officially WrestleMania day, so we're kicking it off. It's very exciting, y'all.
Right. Hey, listen, man. Last night, man, I made a big mistake, man. I got chewed out. My son cut a promo on me, and he looked me in my eye. He said, he basically, in his words, like, you son of a bitch, you didn't read my comment. And I was like, well, he didn't say that for real, but I'm saying he basically was so sad, man. He made me feel bad, and I want to apologize to him firsthand and tell him I'm sorry because I didn't read his comment. And but the good news is that he's going to be joining us today on All the Gold podcast. Everybody, welcome my son, Derek J. Humphrey Jr.
Again for another episode.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Let's go. So we told you we were going to have you on, man. So we both watched NXT Stand and Deliver. What I say about being goofy? We both watched Stand and Deliver. And what do you think about the show overall?
It's pretty decent.
Pretty decent. Okay. What was your favorite match? What's your favorite match? While he thinks about that, let's start this show because look, we got WrestleMania tonight, so it's not gonna be a long show. We're gonna make it real quick.
Yes.
But NXT Stand and Deliver was at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It was a fatal four-way match that started off the match for the tag on the pre-show. Right? Did you see that one, Coop?
I did see that. I know they was fighting. I did see that match.
I'm confused about that. Why do they even have that anyways?
Yeah.
What's the point of having a match in the pre-show?
Well, the point of having a match in the pre-show, they were trying to give everybody some shine, and I guess this is the match they couldn't fit on the card in the allotted time that they had. But it was a good match. It was Metaphor, Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson versus Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Fallon Henley, Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade versus Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. The crowd was kind of dead on the opening segment for the pre-match, kind of dead. Roxanne eliminated Lash Legend, what I thought was BS. And then she got eliminated by she didn't get eliminated. Metaphor was eliminated. Roxanne, she ditches Cora Jade for some reason, and
that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Like if y'all was gonna do that, why did y'all even tag together? You know what I'm saying? And then basically she got eliminated. Cora Jade got eliminated. Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley eliminated her. And then they went back and forth with Fatal Influence, and the winners of the number one contender match was Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. What do y'all think about that match overall? Coop, you go first.
Thanks. I thought it was a good way to start the PLE. I thought it was a good way to start. This was surprising me. I didn't know they were actually going to be in there. I just happened to click on the pre-show. So, we get a bonus match. I did bonus match. I guess my one gripe is why did Roxanne Perez walk out the ring and left her opponent stranded? Maybe this is a thing that they're going to explain at some point, but then I see something they just did something like a few minutes ago. So I'm confused on that part. I like this part, but that's my only gripe about this match. That tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think for with Cora Jade and them, they trying to close that chapter. I'm not sure they should have been closed that chapter months ago, but I guess they're going to close it now, have them feud off one last time. DJ, what you thought about that match?
I don't really care.
You didn't really care? Okay, he said he didn't really care about that match. Short, sweet, and straight to the point. All right, so now we get into the actual show. The first match was the North American Championship, Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page, all ego Ethan Page. Page hit a running power slam on Saints until the apron. That's when they started picking up. It was a good back and forth match, good action. Just hitting on some key points. Page dominated the most of the match, basically. Page was dominating. And then Page hit the Ego's Edge on Saints, but he kicked out. So I'm like, oh man, he hit him with that combination. I thought Saints was on the rope. And then Paige was in disbelief, like, I'm saying, like, damn, I couldn't finish him off with the Eagle's Edge. And then Saints hit him with a running spear, and then he hit that Rochambeau for the win. I think that was an excellent match. Overall, good showcase for both gentlemen. They basically are stars, future stars in WWE. Coop, what do you think about that match?
I was excited that this match was opening the show when they first announced it. Okay, good. We got something to pop the crowd. There were a few key points that I wrote down as I took my notes. There was time the way he did like a backdrop from the top rope. I thought that was like an insane move. I enjoyed the back and forth. There's one point Ricky Saints was bleeding in the mouth. They were back and forth. We'll call it the Razor's Edge, but at that point I thought it was over with.
Yeah.
That's it. It was a lot of false finishes. I like how this match kept me in suspense because at one point I thought like who's going to win, and the good finish is Ricky Saints still has the belt, so it's a good chance for him to keep the title for a long title run, for him to keep more champions. So I don't think this is the last time they'll feud. I think there'll be more matches between those two because I look forward to this feud. This is going to be exciting.
Right. I think this match, like I said, was overall a great match between these two. I'm looking forward to see what else comes out of this match between these two. I think the rivalry going to continue, and you might see a title change in the near future. But I think this is going to be like a back and forth between them for like the next couple of weeks. DJ, what you thought about this match?
I think this might be my favorite match.
This was one of your favorite matches of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was obviously your favorite match?
Yeah, just like what you said. I wasn't really expecting somebody to kick out from a finisher.
Right.
But that has happened before, so it's not really that rare.
Okay.
But I got a question about Ricky Stark's debut. Like
Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints, I meant.
Yeah.
The thing I'm wondering is why just 2 weeks into NXT and then he just won a champion? Like, why couldn't we just get into the middle of his career and then just give him a champion?
Well, that's a good question, coming from a little man. I think that what I'm saying, they gave him that belt, what I'm saying. They saw something in him. He has the star quality, and they're just giving him the opportunity to run and see what he can do, what he can draw. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that statement, Coop?
First of all, that was a good, solid question. I love it. Thank you for that question. So I'll be honest, I didn't really know too much about him, but I remember when he first debuted, I was like, okay, he has a lot of star quality. And I remember watching his first match, I was like, oh, he really got in the ring. So now you got those casual fans who are just don't really know who he is, and now you got more eyes on him now. So I think this is why they did that, just to put more eyes on him as far as a casual fan. So again, great question. That's a good start.
Good question.
Yes.
Now let's get to the next match. It was the Hank and Tank, Hank Walker and Tank Ledger versus Nathan Frazier and Axiom, the team of Fraxium. That was a hard-paced match. Great tag team match. And I was down on Hank and Tank for a couple weeks, and I'm like, dude, but they really showed me something this morning, or whatever you want to call it, this afternoon. They really put on the show. I was impressed by both of them. I was impressed by Nathan Frazier and Axiom. They did a running Hurricane Runner from Axiom to Tank outside the ring. That was pretty cool. There was a lot of near falls in the match.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Hank did this tope suicida that he went through the ropes and he nobody was there. He landed straight on the announce table. And I was like, damn.
Was that a botch? What happened with that?
I thought it was a botch at first. Was it a botch, DJ?
I don't know.
I think it was Axiom that moved out of the way.
Right.
Because I think that guy was trying to do like the dive out of the ring to land on Axiom, and then Axiom moved out of the way, but he dived. He went too fast, and then he probably went through the ropes, and then he went flying all the way to the announcer. That's bounced off that header thing, and then pulled down on the announcer.
Right. Okay. Yeah. He's on fire tonight.
I love how you explained that. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, man. It was a failed tope suicida, and then Axiom did the Spanish Fly, and they did a combo, Spanish Fly and the Phoenix Splash combo. And I thought they was going to win again because usually when they do that, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Hank and Tank hit that what they call it, the Belly Bandits. That's their move called the Belly Bandits.
Wow.
And they was on fire. Yeah, it's called the Belly Bandits and hit them. And now we got new NXT Tag Team Champions, Hank and Tank. After that match, Hank and Tank extended their arms, and then Nathan Frazier knocked one of their hands away. But they embraced the bugs, and I thought that was a good show of sportsmanship. That was pretty cool. What do y'all think overall about the match? DJ, go first. Yeah.
Go ahead, dude.
I was very mad that Hank and Tank won. I really wanted Axiom to
win.
Yeah, I might be a big fan once they go in the ring. So I might just want them to be tag team champions for like 2 years.
Oh, okay.
You gotta let somebody have a turn with that.
Right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is my son right here. I owe him big time. So yeah, he's commentating with us. Coop, what do you think about the match? Coop looking at somebody.
I'm looking at my wife making faces at me.
Oh, she's making faces.
She's making faces at me. Get distracted. Yeah. I'm bringing on to the podcast tonight.
Like one of them cats that be on the wall, the little clocks. Your eyes are like this.
Yeah. I enjoyed this match with Hank and Tank. There were a lot of false finishes. This match was like super fast paced. Like they got into it. I did have the notes, the same notes you wrote. Far as it was one time it was a Spanish fly move, and then it was the Phoenix Splash. And I thought that was it. This match kept me onto my seat. I was like, okay, 1, 2. I was like, oh, that's not it. I was like, oh, okay. And what I did was when it came out, I said they're not going to win this match. I didn't think they was going to win. So the fact that they won this match, and I like how they at the end they embraced each other. He kicked his hand away.
Yeah, like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, the crowd was like, oh, and then they hugged, and I was like, okay, cool. Like I thought that was awesome. So like that was great.
Right. Moving on, let's move on to the next one. They did a little backstage segment with the Heritage Cup. Penn and Teller was backstage. Not really going to get into that because Lexi King. First of all, I don't even like that championship, the Heritage Cup. You walk around with a big trophy every time.
Yeah, why they do that?
Why do you not like that, Mike?
Okay, we don't know about that. Let's see. The NXT North American Women's Championship ladder match. This was a surprising match. We saw that match. We went crazy, right? We went crazy for this match. Hey, listen, it was Thea Hale, Lola Vice, Izzy Dame, Kalani Jordan, Zarya, and Sol Ruka. And at the beginning, I'm trying to figure out, everybody came out with their entrances. Why Sol Ruka didn't get her own solo entrance? I thought that was pretty weird.
Why treat it like that?
Wait a minute. Hold up.
I want to talk.
Okay, what?
I want to ask her a question here.
Okay.
Why? I know there was a lot of people, but like, why did they decide to give everybody their entrance except Luca? Why did they decide to give everybody except Luca's entrance? And they came out with their entrance, but yesterday on Friday Night SmackDown, they did not do that for the whole thing. I knew that would take up most of the SmackDowns, and there would be a lot of people.
Well, I don't know what they're doing with SmackDown as far as their good question.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing with SmackDown. Some of the entrances are being cut off. You know what I'm saying? For some of the wrestlers, that's kind of weird to me. But
same.
With this one right here, I think that was a setup to let everybody know this was the person that was going to win because they disrespected her at the beginning. Because Booker T even said, like, why are you coming down with no entrance? He said he didn't even like that himself. So
I missed that part. Okay.
So it was a hard hitting match. Thea got the I'm gonna hit on some key points. Thea got Kalani got Kalani and Lola Vice on all the ladders. Like she was just knocking them down on the ladders. Hit her like a splash.
I'm trying to
look. Okay. So he's only 7. He's only 7, guys. And then Thea hit a Kimura lock on Izzy Dame on the ladder. The Colon comes out. Zarya pushes the ladder while Thea was on top, and she did a dive to the outside, landing on everybody out there. It was a trash ass spot. The way they set up that one spot when they put the ladder in between, and then Kalani Jordan, and Zarya. And Lola
she tried to dive. She tried
so obvious with it. I was like, oh, that was trash, yo.
Yeah. The fact that it looked like a bit crazy. I was like, kind of.
Yeah, it was crazy, yo. So let me see. And so then let's pull up on the ending of that one. My guy, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. We got a long day today, so I'm trying to make this quick. So I got to edit. We got to make, we got to cook. We got a lot of things are happening, man.
We got to put some shorts out, all that. Yeah. No problem.
Okay, so Sol Ruka, she hit the soul. This is the part that I enjoyed. We talked about this weeks ago, Coop. how I love Soul Ruka and how I love the Soul Snatcher, her finisher.
Oh my gosh!
Snatcher off the ladder.
That was crazy.
She didn't get all of it, but she hit the Soul Snatcher off the ladder.
It still look good.
Okay, right? Yeah. So then I was like, okay, she hit the Soul Snatcher. She's not going to win. I saw Zarya on the ladder, right?
Yeah.
And then Zarya, something happened to Zarya. She got knocked off. And then she hit a double. She climbed back on the ladder and hit a double Soul Snatcher off of Lola Vice and Thea Hale.
Yeah.
And then the way she pulled herself up on the ladder. Bro, I was like, yo, she deserved that championship at that point, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just, yeah, Soul Ruka, like I said, she has a bright future. I see her as a future NXT Women's Champion, probably like a couple months from now, maybe like a year or so from now. I think she has it all, and I'm really proud that she won. They gave her the opportunity to shine with that belt because I've been saying this for a long time. She's one of the most athletic females on that roster. So, yeah, big ups to Soul Ruka. Congratulations for winning the Women's NXT North American Championship. Yeah. What do you guys think about that match? Just real quick points.
Real quick, I enjoyed that match. You know how Chris Jericho had a list? Like, you just made the list. I'm sorry, Coop's list, because there are a few people that.
Hey, that's a good segment.
Yeah, you just made the list. Yes,
you just made the list.
You just made the list because I didn't know who she was, so I'm getting familiar with the NXT roster. Right. Again, she had a couple of spots when she did that one spot twice. She got this. Climb the ladder. So I'm excited how they did this. I do agree with what you said as far as her not having interest. They kind of confused you a little bit. Like, she ain't gonna win it. She ain't gonna win it. But solid match. I enjoy this. Yeah.
Yep. DJ, what you think about the match, the ladder match?
I think it was decent again.
Decent.
Yeah. And
come on.
Just something to say. My dad was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so he told me to say every single moment.
Hey, bro, you can't bring nobody like him around, yo. This man tell your whole business, dog. Because I'm making the peanut butter. God, that's some. Yo, get this man out of here, yo.
Okay, bye.
No, I'll just play. Don't come back.
No, you good. You good.
Man, crazy, yo. Hey, yo. But yeah, man. That was, like I said, overall, that was a good match. The women's ladder match. And like I said, me being a bad engineer, but this is one of the stock pictures I had right there. These are all the participants. It was Zarya, Thea Hale, Lola Vice, Kalani Jordan, Soul Ruka, and Izzy Dane. Like I said, great match. Looking forward to see what's next to come for Soul Ruka. So big ups to Soul Ruka once again. There's a video package for the D'Angelo family in Dark State. Then it goes into the Dark State and D'Angelo family match. It was a hard-hitting match, a lot of ups and a lot of, back and forth. Dion Lennox was like a little unhinged. He pushed Sugar out the way. I think his name is Sugar. I forgot his name. Shane Sugar, something like that. Pushed him out the way, his own partner. So I thought there was something happening with that. I was like, okay, you saw that?
Like, I saw that too. Yeah, they kept doing a lot of teasing. Yeah. Yeah.
He beat up what's the boy name? Luca Crucifino, and they actually took him out the match because really he was like a non-factor after that.
Yeah.
And Stacks had the crowbar in his hand. D'Angelo said, no, we're not going to do that. Took the crowbar. They threw one out the ring. One of the Dark State members, I think it was I can't believe Cutler James picked up the crowbar, was about to use it, but Rizzo jumped off the girl Rizzo. She jumped off the top apron, not the top apron, but the top rope.
Yeah,
and landed on him. I thought that was a cool spot. What else happened? So Stacks came back in the ring, had the crowbar, and Tony looked at him like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I trust you. Gave him the crowbar. Stacks dropped the crowbar, gave it to the ref or whatever. Then as soon as Tony turned around and, about to go on the offense, he kicked him in the nuts. So I was like, damn, that's crazy, yo. So I knew it was coming because we talked about it weeks ago when we was reviewing NXT. I said Stacks about to turn on him.
You did say that. Yeah, you did say that.
So with that, Dark State got the win. What do you guys think about that match?
When I think about, you go, got it.
Go ahead. No, go cool.
Okay, good. So when I think about this match, I didn't really. I was like, okay, I'm not really interested. I was like, okay, but I pay attention. I do agree it was a hard hitting match. They kept teasing Stacks, like the interaction with each other. They kept teasing that like towards the end, and we had the crowbar in his hand. He teased it, and I was like, oh yeah, he's about to turn. It's too obvious at this point,
right?
But I like how they did it. He put the crowbar back in the referee's hand. He turned his back and he's talking to the other guy. He kicked him right in his, what I'm saying? He kicked him right there. That was a heel turn that he walked off. And Torres, so now I guess they're going to do like a feud between them two. Now you got more mystery of what's going to happen next. because later in the show they showed him leaving out in the car. He said he's going to explain why he did that. So now it's like, okay, what happens next? So I didn't expect much from this match, but I got way more than I expected, which is a good thing. Yeah.
What do you think about this match, DJ?
I didn't really care about Dark State winning since I don't really know much about them. But I also did not care about the the turn. I didn't really care about. Those were probably the biggest stuff in this match. So I guess I guess I don't really care about that match.
Okay. All right, so going on, we're just gonna move on. Let's see. NXT Women's Championship up next, and this was a great match as well. Julia versus Jada Parker, Jordan Grace, and Stephanie Verkera. Hard-hitting action back and forth from all four ladies. This is a match that I was really invested into, and it was just a lot of good back and forth between these women. A lot of people had to hit they hit their signatures or their finishers, and it was pretty cool. Jada hit a triple stack. We call it triple stack ass bounce when she put all of them on the corner and she dropped on it and did the high step. Booker T went crazy over Stephanie Verkera's. He was like, they even had the owl fire signs in the crowd. And he was like, yeah, baby, yeah.
Booker T's a problem, yo.
Yeah, he is. And it's good showcase. Stephanie really showed off. She showed why she's the champion. She outshined a lot of them. You can see her personality is more dominating. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really like her as a champion. I hope she's champion for a long, long time. What do you guys got to say about this match?
I enjoy this match. Again, I'm the more and more I watch, Stephanie has made Coop's list again. So it's the second person that made Coop's list for the week. Right. So I enjoy this match. I like how they were able to get all their stuff off, all their finishing moves off. They were kind of like a back and forth between what's the one with the blue hair? I can't forget her name. Julia. I like how they kept going back to that every time. They kept going back to interaction between them two. I feel like with them two, there's something there they're going to keep. Yeah, I'm not surprised that she won. So yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I believe that this match was awesome. You know what I'm saying? I can't say no more. I think Jada has a future. She's showing why she's in the main picture.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace, her time will come. Trust me, her time will come. Also, basically, Stephanie Verkera, like I said, she's the champ for a reason.
Yes.
EJ, what you think about the women's match?
I think it was decent.
Decent match?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also for an example, I also did notes, but instead of doing notes about the whole show, I did notes about the match and the questions, and I had a prediction section where I predict who's going to win, and then the results section who actually won.
So let me ask you a question. Who you thought was going to win this match?
Stephanie.
Okay, Stephanie.
Okay.
You didn't know.
Good.
All right. So then we're going to do the last match, man. Last match of the day. It was the men's match, the WWE NXT Men's Championship, the World Championship, I guess, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it. Let's go right to it.
Yes.
It was Javon Evans versus Trick Williams versus Oba Femi. That match right there was hard-hitting, fast-paced match. What do you guys got to say about that match right there?
I love this match. There are a few points that I wrote down. How the start of the match, there was like a mid-air collision. I love that part. There was a part where there was a double black superplex. I think that was amazing. A double spine buster by Oba Femi. That was cool. There was like a part where Evans was coming down off the top rope, and it was uppercut counter. My bad. I thought that was good. For me, out of this match, and I can say Evans really showed off in this match. I feel like he was the MVP of this match. He did so much, and I was like, if he loses, I'm not mad because he really showed that if not right now, you can see him eventually being a world title holder. Eventually, he really showed off this match. I feel like they put him over in a way because two other guys, they already had a championship. So this is a good match. I'm not surprised Oba Femi won, but this was a solid match. This was my favorite match of the night. And that says a lot.
Yeah, this match right here, man, like I said, a lot of action from, especially good to see three brothers in the ring doing their thing.
Yes, thank you. That part.
That was good to see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just for our community, just to see it, you know what I'm saying? Not just our community, for wrestling fans in general. They put on a show today. They put on a show. I was very proud of all three of them. Like you said, Javon Evans, with all the near falls he did and those moves that he be doing, like that springboard he did off the bottom rope until the outside, that was cool. Oba was hitting a lot of power moves as usual, but you know what I'm saying? Oba Femi just brings some flair when he's in the ring. He's not like a typical big man you see that's just moves slow. He got some speed to him, so I was really impressed. And then, you know, you can't say that much about Trick, because Trick is always, for the last 2 years, he's been showing off. But I was very impressed with these guys, man. Javon got a lot of near falls against Oba, and he had me on the edge of the seat, like thinking he was going to win. And I think he is the future world champion in NXT real soon. You know, I have nothing else to say about this match, but good job to all these guys. DJ, what you got to say?
I think this was the only match I did not watch, because all I was watching was just YouTube.
Okay, so there you have it. Right. So, yeah, man, ladies and gentlemen, we are basically going to end this stream early. Stand and Deliver. We do have WrestleMania coming up. We are going live tonight, Coop. And we're going live tonight. It's going to be late.
We are.
We're going live. And we just want to thank everybody for all the support once again. We appreciate all you guys. Coop, you got anything to say?
Again, thank you guys so much. WrestleMania Day continues. Again, right after WrestleMania goes off, we are going live. So stay tuned. We'll see y'all in a bit. We'll see y'all later on.
Hey, we love all you guys, man. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, what you got to say?
Thank you for supporting all the Gold podcasts.
All right, you're first, little man.
Love it.
They really like your support.
All right.